Barcelona news update for today. Now, Christensen has rejected Barcelona's first offer for him. Both sides are now moving closer to a new deal until 2028. The defender has better financial offers, but his priority is to stay at Barcelona. Christensen doesn't want to leave Barcelona. Yes, though he rejected the first offer and he says that he doesn't want to accept that offer, but there's something that can be done about it. So they are now negotiating better. So the contract between these two parties now, both the Christensen and Barcelona, have improved significantly compared to the first one that they gave him that he rejected. So what it is now that Christensen doesn't want to leave, he wants to play. So they're offering him 1-year contract with a better salary compared to the one they offered him earlier on. So Christensen is now closer to staying at Barcelona. Yeah, that is the news. There's still no final agreement between these two. Both talks between the club and the player have improved massively. And again here, Barcelona still see Unibaje as a special talent, but his future remains open. A loan this summer is not ruled out. Unibaje could be going on loan. Yes, I think because when you look at it, I don't see him benching Lamine Yamal. It's not possible for Unibaje to bench Lamine Yamal. You know, he has a special talent, but when you put the two of them, I don't think he has that thing to bench Lamine, right? But I still fear for him because at the end of the day or at the long run, he might be sold. Yes, if I'm looking at what has happened in Barcelona, like the talent that we had then, right? We had players who were doing so well. But I remember a player like Giovanni Dos Santos, that Mexican guy. Remember the time, his early days at Barcelona. At the time we had Messi, we have so many players, you know, coming up from the ranks. So this guy was doing so well. He was so good. But he couldn't bend the likes of Lionel Messi because how talented Messi was, right? How good that Messi was at that time. He was so good that before you bench Messi, let's say Messi did injury. So this guy now reminds me of Giovanni Dos Santos, right? So looking at him now and where you have Lamine Yamal, I don't think that this guy can bench Lamine Yamal. I don't think he has what it takes to bench Lamine Yamal. That is the truth. But let's see anyway. If there's a way as a player can kind of rotate them, and Lamine Yamal is a player that he wants to play, and he doesn't want to sit on the bench. And the fans want to see him because he's a decider. He's a guy who can win the match for you. He's a guy who can deliver. When there is no player creating chances, Lamine can create chances. He can do something out of nothing. That is what is having ahead of Unibaje. So I feel for this guy. Even if you send him on loan, even if he goes out to return back, as long as his position remains that left wing side, I don't think, unless there's a position they can play him and Lamine, I don't think there's a possibility, because when you look at these two players, that is